Thanks to the support as a channel member, Robert Bannerman. Well, we've got 3 games of the season left to go, and if we win them all, there's a very good chance we're going to win the Premier League, and that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Although Manchester United and Manchester City are very much going to have something to say about it as well. Man United have now played another game since the last episode, and they won it, so they're currently in pole position, 3 points ahead of us and Man City. They've got 2 games remaining. We've each got 3 games remaining. Our goal differences are very, very similar. We don't play anybody in the top half of the table as part of our run-in. We've got a home game against Brighton, an away game against Newcastle, a home game against Watford. Win all 3 of them and win them well, we've got a very good chance. And then we've got the Conference League final against Borussia Dortmund. We actually lost in the second leg against Ammonia and had to get through on penalties against a team from, I forget where they're from, Cyprus. So hopefully that was our wobble, but we did make it through to the final, and that's the important thing. It's the first game we actually lost since losing to Manchester United. That's not true. We lost loads in February as well. Either way, that was worrisome looking ahead against Dortmund, but that's going to be tomorrow. I think my plan is today we're going to do Brighton against Newcastle. Tomorrow we'll do Watford and Dortmund. And hopefully at the end of tomorrow's episode, I'll be waving 2 Lego trophies right in your face, and I would enjoy that very much. But in order to get to that point, certainly for the first one of them, we're going to need to win some matches today. And we're going to have to do it without Jude McRobbie, who, after getting sent off in the last episode, is now suspended for the rest of the season, I think. He had an additional 2-match ban added onto his original ban. Is there anywhere that actually tells me how long his ban is? Current ban 3 matches. No, he's not played any of those 3 matches, so he is banned for the final 3 games of the season. So we're not going to see Jude McRobbie again until the Conference League final, which means the Rob Harley as a winger crew are going to get their way going into the run-in, because the obvious thing to do is bring Kelly into the team, move Harley out wide. And this is the team that could win us the Premier League. It's going to be Restes in goal, a back 4 of Hincapié, Fimbres, Roivers and Angeli, Nielsen and Nzita in midfield, Harley on the left, McAdams on the right, and then Kelly and Ilatsi up front together. Whoa, what have I done here? What is happening to my bench? Hold on. Let's just clear the bench and then add a new bench. No? Okay, I'm going to manually add my own bench like a caveman. I'll be with you in a moment. Right, there you go. We actually have a sensible bench in place now. Thanks for the warning, Football Manager. That was actually very handy for once. I don't know where all those young players had come from. I didn't know very many of their names. This is the risk you take when you start with Quick Pick and work from there, boys and girls. If you forget to update your bench, which I have been known to do on occasion, you could end up in that kind of situation. But let's not worry about it. We solved the problem. Now we need to solve the next problem. That next problem being beating Brighton. I've just noticed that Manchester City are playing Arsenal as well. So at least they have got a harder run-in than we have. And we need Arsenal to do us a favour today. And Fimbres has scored from range to do us a favour in his own right, starting us off with a goal inside the first 3 minutes. It was Nielsen with the corner. It was originally headed clear, but McAdams knocks it down to Fimbres, who was actually forward for the corner and was in retreat mode when he was given the ball by McAdams. Probably didn't really want it, but knew what to do with it when he got it. It's a very good finish from him, and we're already 1-0 up. And I don't know why I bother clicking on this because it's not a live league table. Right, that one is a live league table. So as you can see, as it stands at the moment, we are level on points. In fact, Man City must be ahead against Arsenal as well. They are. They're 2-0 up over Arsenal. Well, Arsenal doing us no favours at all. And at the moment, Manchester City obviously benefiting from the greater goal difference boost. So it now becomes not just we've got to beat Brighton, who are down in 13th place. We have to try and rattle a few goals past them as well. So there might be some strange decisions being made later on in these matches as it becomes clear we need more goals. Angeli can't quite get his header on target. For a guy who's 5'9", he is remarkably effective from corners, but unfortunately on that occasion just not able to direct his header in the right direction towards the goal. But it's back with Roivers at centre back, and now Fimbres forward to Nzita. And Angeli now with a chance for the overlap, instead lays it on to McAdams. McAdams beats his man, cross comes in, Harley nods it down to Kelly. And between the two of them, they contrive to miss, which is not ideal. Rob Harley having quite a good game out on the wing. I told you he'd be good out wide. I don't know why you all insist I should never play him as a winger. It's very odd. The one guy who gets really, really cross about it in my comments section, he is fuming right now. He is very upset. If anything, it only encourages me. Right, we need more goals. It's a mental situation to be in, but just winning this game at the moment is not enough. We need to win it with bells on, because City are now 3-0 up over Arsenal. Arsenal seem to be giving up on Champions League qualification as it stands at the moment, but I don't know how to communicate this to my players, because they're not going to understand me trying to get them to score more goals, because as far as they're concerned, they're winning. They're doing what they're supposed to do. But I need to get tables and spreadsheets and graphs out and explain to them that this is one of our 2 remaining home games. This is an opportunity to score some goals. We need to score some goals because we need goal difference as well, because it's based on the form Man City are in. Maybe United, who are crumbling, aren't as much of an issue, but City certainly. You would expect them to win every one of their remaining games. So we have to do the same and do it with a better goal difference than them. And we were very close to each other going in. Oh, we've got the good old FM26 lag. And as part of it, there was a handball in there. I thought it was an offside, but it really didn't like what was going on there. It was lagging out big time. McAdams, I am aware he's carrying a knock, but I'm also aware that he seems to be doing okay fitness-wise in general at the moment. And as we don't have loads of wingers at the club and McRobbie's suspended, we wanted to get as much out of him as we could. But now we are at the point where I think Evans probably does have to come on. Nielsen is tired, so Carstens can come on for him. And then Hincapié is tired and on a yellow card, so Baker Whiting can come on for him. I don't know what to shout at them. I'm going to shout encourage. There's a real risk that's going to confuse them, because, yeah, it's confused all of them, because they're like, we're already winning, boss. Yeah, but I need you to win more. I don't think there's an instruction for it. I need you to do more win. Right. We are running out of players in every position. Now Koklov's going to have to play central midfield, because we're getting light. We are getting light on players. I mean, he is training to play there. Now we've switched to this system. He's going to have to learn to play there or here. But both Koklov and Carstens are basically attacking midfielders, playing as our double pivot at the moment. And it is going to potentially leave our back four a little unprotected. But we need a couple more goals. But at the same time, we can't risk conceding one. Right, Harley is going to try and deliver the long throw here, which he has been able to do on the odd occasion throughout his career. He doesn't actually try it there, but he's gone all the way over to the right to take it, which is a bit odd. And Kelly has won a penalty, I think. I think it's a handball. There is a handball in there. It is a penalty kick. I don't know why VAR awarded the yellow card. Can VAR even do that? But we have the penalty. I'm not sure who's going to take it. It's a Lazzi taking the penalty, and it's saved. I mean, do we want to win the league or what? We are definitely getting that never really been in this position before, and we're a little bit afraid itis going into this run-in at the end of the season. We saw it I saw it in the semi-final of the Conference League, where we very nearly got ourselves knocked out of that. And now we are stumbling in this title race. And there's opportunities that are being presented to us and we're just not taking them. Man City have just won 5-0. It's effectively all over there, I think. And it does take the shine off the fact that we've just qualified for the Champions League, which is incredible. And is going to make a huge difference and hopefully lead to a load of money being given to me. That's a load of money. We're going to have a fun time. But I can't feel too happy about it, knowing that we've got an opportunity that we're potentially squandering. The difference in goal difference between us and Man City is now the 5 goals they've just scored. We shouldn't have been limping past Brighton. All we can hope for now is that City have got an away game against United or something like that. So they play Everton and Bournemouth both away. They also play Arsenal again in the FA Cup final, having just beaten them 5-0 in the league. I don't know that either Everton or Bournemouth are going to put up the kind of resistance that because at this point we need City to drop points. Goals is now out the window after that match, and Everton and Bournemouth are both down there. I don't think City are dropping points. They are just relentless. They seemingly have come from nowhere. Does this even work anymore? Can you click on that these days? I wanted to see their season shape graph. I feel like there is a screen you can still see that from, but I don't know what the screen is. Maybe you have to do that, and then I swear I've clicked on that in this version of FM. Maybe I haven't, but importantly, Castro's happy we've qualified for the Champions League. All we can do is keep winning now. If we end the season and we've won the Conference League and qualified for the Champions League, there is no scenario where you can call that a bad season as Blackburn, as long as we go on and continue to build on it. But the opportunity is still right there. Well, no changes for the Newcastle game. McAdams is fit to play after that knock in the previous match. And we just need to keep winning. That's all we can do. Keep winning and hope other things go our way. I don't think anyone else has played first. I haven't noticed the league table looking disgusting. So maybe we're playing first. Playing first does apply a little bit of pressure if you capitalise on playing first. But I need to examine the fixtures that are going on. Right. It looks like Manchester City have already played and have already won. Oh, it looks like United have played and lost though, which is, I mean, second place we'll take. We'd obviously like first place though. So let's just beat Newcastle. I mean, who knows? We might win 8-0 here. Stranger things have happened. Football Manager loves a twist. Right, it's Nielsen with the in-swinger. Looking at the far post, he was aiming for Angeli. It ends up falling to McAdams, who plays it back in to Angeli. And Zeta, now to Nielsen. McAdams goes past his man at the second time of asking and scores. Right, we need another 5 or 6 of them to make the last day really interesting. It seems unlikely. Does this count as a goal from a set piece? I don't think it does. But we are 1-0 up, which in turn means we are level on points with Manchester City. Man United, by the way, have absolutely bottled this. Go back a couple of episodes. They were so far clear at the top of the league. For them to not even finish in the top 2, for them to not even be in the race going into the last day, utterly pathetic from them. I can say that now we're the underdog and we're pushing City really hard. Right, Angeli into McAdams. McAdams, I mean, he took a wicked deflection and almost snuck in past the goalkeeper, but it did win us another corner. But unfortunately, it wasn't a corner that was good enough for us to see in a highlight, which is always a disappointment. I would like to score more corners, please. I love a corner. We need to get Castro back in the team, but Fimbres and Roivers have been so good as a partnership that it's because Castro, ever since Castro got that injury and lost his pace back to Fimbres again, I can't really justify breaking these two up. They're playing very well. Castro is obviously young and has got a long future ahead of him, but he's still only like 19 years old. He doesn't need to play every game, every week now. He can come back into the team for Fimbres next season, start alongside Roivers and still be absolutely fine and happy about it, I think. I hope. Right, McAdams, stick it in the top corner. Right there. The fact he missed does make me question why he's taking it rather than Harley, because we've seen Harley score them in the past. It's not like McAdams is a left footer and was trying to curl it inwards. If it's going to be a right footer anyway, it probably should have been Harley, he's our top scorer. And we've seen him do that on multiple occasions in the past. And again, it's so frustrating because we're doing everything right, logically, like for as far as the players could understand in the context of Football Manager. We are winning the vast majority of our matches. But it's like we're doing it with the bare minimum energy expenditure because we've got one eye on Dortmund. Whereas in reality, we'd be going all out for these league matches. And I'd be telling them, look, the Conference League final. It's a bit of fun at the end of the season. Consider it a friendly. We don't really care. We're already in the Champions League, so it doesn't get us in the Europa League. It doesn't really matter. It's a joke of a competition. Yeah, it'll be fun if you win it and you get a little medal, but let's win the Premier League. Let's focus on that. And I just feel watching the players like they've got the opposite mindset because it's silly. Right, Harley dancing around all over the place on the left-hand side. It's back with Harley. Harley across to McAdams. And again, it's straight at the goalkeeper. McAdams has had like 3 chances today. He could have had, probably should have had a hat-trick. Should is a little harsh. Telling him he should score a direct free kick is probably having expectations a little bit too high. But he should at least have a couple. Because that one was a bit of a sitter. Harley put it on a plate for him. And frustratingly, neither Elazzi or Kelly doing very much at all. And Newcastle have got in between full-back and centre-back. Luckily, they've then immediately retreated, which is an interesting decision. Shot bounces off our defender. McAdams gets to tackle him, but it goes straight back to the Newcastle player. Can we just get this clear? Right, it's with Harley, who calmly lays it off to Kelly. Kelly is a big, strong boy. Did really well to hold it up, but then gave it straight back to them. So all of the good work was undone. But McAdams does win it back and then gets it back again from Elazzi. McAdams with the cross. Kelly's there. That's what we signed him to do. Score those goals because no one else can do it. And it's annoying that he didn't do it either because that's literally what he's there for. Right, Roivers across to Fimbres. And now Harley to Unzita. Right, Hincapie gets it back. Nielsen to Elazzi. McAdams has had a really good game today. McAdams forward to Elazzi, and now McAdams again plays Elazzi in. Kelly's in the middle. Harley's in the middle. It's Harley who is there to tap it home. And I think that's his 24th, 25th goal of the season now. Rob Harley's not a striker. Yeah, I know he scored it from the wing, but he's also got like 25 goals this season. The majority he's got playing centre forward. He absolutely is a striker and he should be in the England squad. I need them to add international football to FM26 ahead of schedule so that I can become England manager and pick him. Because obviously as England manager, I'd play him every single match, as I have done at club level, at multiple clubs since he was 18 years old. Because he's got something on me that we don't want to talk about. Right. Hang on. Newcastle are sponsoring Football Manager. Did everyone else just see that sponsorship around the side of the ground there? We're playing at Newcastle, and that was actual Newcastle sponsorship. Is that... Do all clubs have that? Is that new? Are Newcastle specifically sponsoring the game? Is that part of the Premier League licence? And I've only just noticed it after like 5 or 6 seasons in the Premier League in FM26. There you go. We've got another one up there. Join the Mags. I don't remember seeing that at any other club. Is that a uniquely Newcastle thing? I now want to, I want to see it again. I want to examine what it actually says. Yeeks. We've got all the typical Football Manager adverts and stuff all around the side there. Interestingly, not many non-Football Manager adverts being displayed these days, almost as if everyone who's paying for them on FM24 has pulled out. Right, we are going to bring on Carstens and we're going to go to our old system because we're running out of attackers, so why wouldn't we? Cool, they've mixed everything around. There you go. That's what I'm trying to get to. I think that's everyone in the right position, isn't it? Yeah. And then we'll take off Nielsen. No, we won't. We don't have a midfielder on the bench. We'll take off Fimbres and bring on Castro to try and score a corner. Why not? Show me the Newcastle advert again. Right, it's Harley. I don't know why he's going over the opposite side of the pitch to take throw-ins when he's not doing long throws. It seems utterly pointless. Right, there you go. We've got a Newcastle advert up there. Join the Mags. book.newcastleunited.com/memberships. Let me know in the comments, is that something that I should have been noticing all along and every club has it? Or is it just Newcastle have got some kind of weird sponsorship thing going on? Well, it's not that weird. It's a completely logical sponsorship to do. There you go. It's all the way around the ground now. That's why I noticed it, because I saw the stripes in the animations and stuff. I'm certain we haven't got that at Blackburn. That's for sure. I wonder if any other clubs have. It's cool. It's certainly something clubs should be doing. If they've managed to get money out of Newcastle to sponsor Newcastle in Football Manager. That's a great piece of business from Sports Interactive, and you have to hats off to them, etc., etc. Right, we've conceded. We've still only got the 1 goal advantage. It's like we don't want to catch Manchester City, which is really annoying. We can't take off midfielders. We already talked about that. Right, there you go. We are running low on players as well. We could really do with McRobbie coming back, bare minimum, because it has knock-on effects throughout the rest of the team having him out, because he's basically been ever present and never gets substituted, and we are very much missing him as an extra body out on that right-hand side, left-hand side. I know what side he plays on. I'm messing with you. Right. We've done everything we could in the minimum way possible. We've got to have a huge goal turnaround on the final day of the season. We're level on points with Manchester City going into the final day. And on that final day, we're at home to Watford and City are away to Bournemouth. So we need either City to drop points while we win, that will win us the league, or we need to win our match by 7 goals more than they win their match by. So really, we are 100% relying on City dropping points. And I think it's harsh, bearing in mind how many times they've won the Premier League and how good they are. They were pre-season favourites. I think if we end level on points, we should get the title, because they should never have been level on points with us. But apparently that's not how it works. So we're going into tomorrow having to better their result. And of course, we're going to have the Conference League final as well. But if you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.